contemplate on self-inquiry. What is this self-inquiry? Sri Ramana Maharshi's prime teaching is self-inquiry. Inquire into your own nature. Find out who you are. We identify with our body and mind and intellect. And this body, mind, and intellect, being limited in each sense, have their own shortcomings. The self identifies with the body and mind and intellect and feels the shortcoming. When it identifies with the body, it feels the body is becoming old, growing up, deceased, dying. When it identifies the mind, the joys and sorrows of the mind is superimposed on the self. When it identifies the intellect, the thoughts are superimposed on the self. So how to overcome this? What is the sadhana? What is the spiritual practice to overcome this? So there are many types of sadhana people prescribe. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, kriya yoga, many types of sadhanas. So all these type of sadhanas involve some action. Okay, every action has some result, but the self is not a result of any action, because self is your own nature. Okay, to get back your own nature by performing some action won't help. It may help in the sense of it may calm your mind, may make you peaceful and all those things. But to get back your own self, you can't find no action will be helpful, right? So, for example, a lady is crying because she lost her necklace. Somebody comes and points to her neck and say that, oh, the necklace is there in your neck already. Then she finds, oh, okay, she has to put the necklace on and forgotten. So the necklace was already on the neck. But searching for necklace outside will not solve the problem. Similarly, any action will not solve the problem of knowing the self. Okay. So then what is the solution for knowing the self? Only Atma Vichara or self-inquiry. The mind which is going outwards has to be directed inwards. Mind has to be directed inwards. The mind which goes outwards creates the world. The world is nothing but name and forms. Name and forms result in thoughts. So the mind is nothing but thoughts. The world is nothing but thoughts. Okay, thoughts are constantly changing, right? Thoughts keep one thought after the other thought keep rising and falling in the mind. So what is the process of self-inquiry? So process of self-inquiry is, for behind all these thoughts, there's one core thought called I thought, the self. So the I thought is the root thought for all the thoughts. This I thought has identified with the body and mind, and that's why it creates multiple thoughts. So you have to hold on to that I thought. Okay, one way of holding on to the I thought is say that I am Brahman, Aham Brahman, Aham Brahmani, I am Brahman, I am consciousness. So this is a method of contemplation. So you hold on to that I thought. Or you inquire into the origin of the I thought. The mind has to go inwards, find out where is the I thought coming from. Okay, so you find that I thought is also not a permanent thought. It's also arising and falling, arising and falling. So where is rising from? It is rising from pure consciousness. When the mind inquires into the origin of that I thought, the mind merges with the mind, finds its source, which is pure consciousness. So the pure consciousness is what we are. So going back from the world to the idea of a body and mind and intellect, back to the self, is the process of Atma Vichara, self-inquiry. In the Atma Vichara, we may have to discard some of the ideas and notions about the world which are not real. Okay, we have picked up so many ideas about the world, about the God, about myself. So those ideas have to be discarded during Atma Vichara, and you have to hold on to I thought. And when I thought reaches, when you inquire into the nature of the I thought, you reach back the source, which is consciousness. Okay, there's the consciousness. In consciousness, there's no I thought. It is non-dual. Its nature is Sat Chit Ananda. Truth, consciousness, and bliss all mean same thing. So you'll get established in the self. It's called self-abidance. So for self-abidance, you have to discard the notion of the other. Okay. So gradually start from the outer world. You start going to I thought. Then you realize that I thought is nothing but a witness. There is witness and witnessed. Okay. So you have to go back from the witness to the self. So the witnessed is the world. Witness is nothing but again thoughts. So discard that thought. Recollect your true nature. You are of the nature of pure consciousness. You are nature of Brahman, the self, the supreme. Recollect your nature. Reflect on your nature and stay in that nature. What is your nature? It is Sat Chit Ananda. Existence, consciousness, and bliss. Infinity. It's Nirvikara. No movements in that. Nirvikalpa. Okay? Nirvikara, Nirvikalpa. There are no thoughts in that. It is pure stillness, silence. So you have to recollect your state and be that. That is the process of self-inquiry. How to recollect your state? What is the closest you know of that? In the deepest in deep sleep, there is no other, but you experience the bliss. Deep sleep is an example of your own natural state. Try to recollect the state and be yourself, free from the world of objects, free from the body, mind, intellect complex. That is called self-abidance. And this is the process of self-inquiry.